Hello, and welcome to a Lenten Pause, a series of devotions that I am doing this Lent of 2024 on the Psalms. I am Jane Rowe. I'm the pastor at South Church in New Britain, Connecticut, and I welcome you to this week's devotion. I want to ask you, what are you thinking about when you wake up in the middle of the night? What do you meditate on when you are on your bed, unable to sleep? I suspect that for many of us, it is true that when we wake up in the night, our minds go over and over with things that worry us, with regrets about things we've done or worries about things that are to come. And those keep us awake longer than we want to be. And even though we know that what we need is rest and sleep, those things continue to just make us wakeful and restless. By contrast, the psalm that we are reading today offers an alternative, a way to meditate in the middle of the night that might lead us not to anxiety, but to peace and to joy. I'm reading from Psalm 63, and the psalm begins with an expression of longing for God, using the metaphor of thirsting for God, hungering for God, and then being fulfilled as with the richest feast when meditating on God's love and goodness and protection and care in those hours in the middle of the night. The psalmist describes being in God's sanctuary and finding the beauty and the holiness of God and being filled by that there. And I would suggest that that is part of the gift of worshiping in community in God's house, to be filled by the beauty and by the love that is shared in a community worshiping God. And with that experience, perhaps we can bring that to those hours in the night when we are wakeful. Perhaps we can remember to the sound of the hymns that lifted our hearts, the sights that made us smile, the warmth that we felt gathered in community with God's people in God's house. Maybe we can remember to think on God's blessings, God's love, God's protection, and allow that to be the prayer that we meditate on in the middle of the night. Hear these words of Psalm 63. O God, you are my God. I seek you. My soul thirsts for you. My flesh faints for you as in a dry and weary land where there is no water. So I have looked upon you in the sanctuary, beholding your power and glory. Because your steadfast love is better than life, my lips will praise you. So I will bless you as long as I live. I will lift up my hands and call on your name. My soul is satisfied as with a rich feast, and my mouth praises you with joyful lips when I think of you on my bed and meditate on you in the watches of the night. For you have been my help, and in the shadow of your wings I sing for joy. My soul clings to you. Your right hand upholds me. That verse that I ended on has an image of mutuality as hiding under the shadow of God's wings. We cling to God, and God holds us. Let that be the image that we meditate on in the watches of the night. And may we know a deeper sense of God's love, protection, and peace. That is my prayer for you and for me and for all. Thanks for joining me. God bless you.